Dear students, today I have come before you with a new topic related to CBSE. This topic is not only related to CBSE students, it is a general topic one should know being an Indian. The topic I am going to tell you today is democracy and elections. Coming to the meaning of democracy. See, democracy is nothing but rule by the people. So modern countries have adopted a democratic form of government. Democracy is a form of government run by the people, for the people, and of the people. This definition is given by Abraham Lincoln. Democracy is a form of government run by the people, for the people, and of the people. See, democracy generally is of two types: direct democracy and indirect democracy. See, direct democracy was practiced in the ancient period, in the ancient days, in the small cities of Sparta and Athens, where all the people will assemble at one particular place and they come out with their problems and they discuss about their problems and they take decisions. So that was possible in small states like Sparta and Athens in the ancient period. Now, all the other countries are following indirect democracy because each and every country's population is very high. The area of the countries is also very high. It is not possible for the people to accommodate at one particular place to take decisions, to discuss about the problems. So indirect democracy is being followed. Now, indirect democracy is again of two types. They are parliamentary form of democracy and a presidential form of democracy. See, we have adopted a parliamentary form of democracy. So what is the meaning of this parliamentary form of democracy? In the parliamentary form of democracy, main power is given to the people. People will be electing their representatives to run the government. That's why it is called as people's government or people's rule. How people will elect the representatives? The people will elect the representatives by casting their vote. The Constitution has given the right to vote to the citizens to elect the representatives. What is Constitution? Constitution is nothing but the volume of rules and regulations which will decide the nature of the state and the system of government. The nature of the state is democracy, and the system of government is a federal form of government, having central government at the central level and state governments at the state level. Then, Article 326 stated that all the representatives should be elected through adult franchise. What is the meaning of franchise? Franchise means right to vote. Who is called an adult? A person who has crossed 18 years of age is called as an adult. So what is universal? Irrespective of caste, creed, race, religion. Together, we call it as universal adult franchise. That means, irrespective of caste, creed, race, religion, region, and sex, those people who have crossed 18 years of age are eligible to vote. This we call it as universal adult franchise. Now, coming to the types of elections. Elections are of two types. They are direct election, indirect election. So what is direct election? Direct election is that election where the representatives will be elected by the people directly by casting their vote. What is indirect election? Indirect election is that election where the people's representatives will be participating to elect the representatives either to the Rajya Sabha or legislative council or even to the post of president. Direct election will be held to elect the representatives for Lok Sabha at the central level and the legislative assembly at the state level. Now, we have three different types of elections once again. So what are those three types? The first one is general election. Second one is mid-term election. And the third one is by-election. I repeat, general election, by-election, mid-term election. These are the three different forms of elections. General election. An election held at regular intervals of 5 years period. Such an election is called as general election. These general elections will be held to Lok Sabha and Legislative Assembly. Then by-election. An election held to fill the vacancy caused due to the death or resignation of a representative is called as by-election. I will repeat again. An election held to elect the representative in case of death or resignation. Such an election is called as by-election. Mid-term election. Before the expiry of the term of 5 years, if the legislature is dissolved by the president on the advice of the prime minister, election will take place. Such an election is called as mid-term election. I will repeat. Before the completion of the term of 5 years, if the legislature is dissolved, election will take place. Such election is called as mid-term election. So generally in our country, elections will be held at various levels. So we have local self-governments at the rural level as well as in the urban level. So elections will be held for local as well as urban local self-governments. Then elections will be held for Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, and even for the post of president. Now, who will conduct elections? Conducting of elections is completely in the hands of Election Commission. Election Commission will conduct elections. Election Commission is an autonomous body. It conducts elections. Before conducting elections, it prepares electoral rolls. It revises the electoral rolls. it organizes the election machinery, and it will see that election will take place in a free and fair manner. So these are the functions of election commission. Now, ours is a federal form of government where we have central government at the central level. So for parliament, elections will take place at the central level. Parliament consists of President, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha. Why President is included in the Parliament? President is included in the Parliament to pass the bills that are passed in both the houses to make it a law. If the President gives his assent, then the bill will become a law. So President is included in the Parliament. Parliament has two houses. One is Lok Sabha, the other is Rajya Sabha. So what are the qualifications that are required to become a member of Lok Sabha? The qualifications that are required to become a member of Lok Sabha is, first, he should be a citizen of India. Second, he should have completed 25 years of age. Third one is, he should not get any income from the government. And the fourth one is, he should possess all the other qualifications that are prescribed by the Parliament. So these are the qualifications required to become a member of Lok Sabha. What are the qualifications required to become a member of Rajya Sabha? To become a member of Rajya Sabha, you should be a citizen of India, should have completed 30 years of age, he should be mentally sound, he should not get any income from the government, and he should also possess all the other prescribed qualifications by the Parliament. So these are the two qualifications that are necessary to become a member of Lok Sabha and a member of Rajya Sabha. Similarly, at the state level, we have Legislative Assembly and Legislative Council. To become a member of Legislative Assembly, the same qualifications that are required for Lok Sabha are required to become a member of Legislative Assembly. That is, he should be a citizen of India, should have completed 25 years of age, should not get any income from the government, and he should possess all the other necessary qualifications that are prescribed by the Parliament. Then, to become a member of Legislative Council, he should be a citizen of India, should have completed 30 years of age, and he should be mentally sound, and he should also possess necessary required qualifications. Dear friends, see, you should not be confined to the matter that is given in your textbook only. You should have broad knowledge about the subject. So you have to listen this video once or twice or thrice. Then you will come to know what is given extra in my video. The remaining part of this will be discussed in my next class, and Dear students, subscribe my channel, share it and like it. Because of this corona pandemic, you will be staying at home. You stay safe and you have sufficient time to revise, to listen again and again and get maximum knowledge. Thank you.